How do we start this? Wee woo, wee woo.
Everyone, this is not a drill. This is an emergency. This is the most serious thing that has ever happened to us, ever. Like I don't like.
Another HMS pod episode.
Guys, welcome to HMS Pod. We're not okay. We're shaking. We're crying. We're throwing up. My arm's currently being bitten by a cat, and that's not. I don't even feel it. Like my whole body is numb.
Welcome to this emergency episode of HMS Pod. We didn't know that we were going to do this, obviously. I'm so unwell right now, Mia. I don't know who's going to fucking record this.
No,
we were
Alex
so
and I've
normal
literally been.
before we. This is not like an act.
No, Alex and I literally been Snapchatting all day, just being like various states of unwell. Like it's not been. It's not okay.
I'm trying to go about my life today in a normal manner, and I was in a patient room and her sister walks in and they're talking. I'm not really paying attention. I'm charting or whatever, and all of a sudden, out of all the conversation that this family's chatting about, I hear the sister go, "Yeah, season 3 comes out in February." I was like, "Bitch, pardon me." I was trying. Don't fucking remind me.
No, it's like this is okay. First of all, I think we'll have to talk about where we were when the stills dropped, because this is, in case you didn't know.
Oh yeah. So anyways, this emergent episode of HMS because stills dropped.
Yeah. Not just any stills, but I think there was a girl I follow on Instagram who like posted about it on her Instagram story. It was like she like reposted Madeline Klein's thing, and I got a jolt. I was like, oh, a local, because I'm like, there's no way you feel it's like you're not shaking at your computer screen, like you're not. There's no way you're doing that. She just, she's like, oh, Ashbang's coming out in February, cute, reblogged it, when it's actually so much more serious than that. Okay, so Alex, where were
you were when you?
No, I was out with a friend. I was studying with a friend, and she had just found out that she had exams that she had not prepared for. So she was like having a freak out on the other side of the table, and I was like, oh, I'm sure it's not that bad. I checked my phone, Discord was blowing up, and I was like, oh no, what's happened? I was like, what's gone on? And then I opened Discord in public. I was in a public place, Alex, public place. And I think I lost about 15 years of my life in about 3 seconds when I saw what was going on, and I made a sound. And my friend, I don't know what sound that came up from me, but it was a sound. And my friend looked at me, she said, Mia, are you okay? And I didn't have to explain to her that Netflix's silliest show had just released stills, and in one of them, there was a bracelet touch. So I was just like, so I was like, Meg's coming out in February. She's like, oh, cool, I like that. And I was like, oh, me too.
I like it too. I like it a normal amount.
Yeah, I was like, that's cool. Tell me more about your exams. Yeah, and it was, I've sort of been in a fugue state ever since.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Picture me. I was in a patient room. I had sterile gloves on because I was doing something, so I couldn't touch my watch. And I see that I'm getting a call, and I held up my watch to my like preceptor or whatever. I was like, hey, can you hang this up? And she goes, who's Annie? My heart dropped out of my ass. I was like, what does it say? She said Annie's surname. I was like, frozen in fear, frozen in terror, because I fucking knew. And then I saw a voicemail memo pop up, so I knew that she'd left me a voicemail. I was like, something has happened. How do you explain to your preceptor? You don't. You just say, oh, ha, she's a girl I know.
She's a friend.
And then
she's probably calling about something like groceries or the weather.
Yeah, then I said, hey, I have to pee. I went to the bathroom, opened it, and I started shaking, like literally shaking. I could not stop. And I haven't. I'm still shaking right now.
Yeah, I can confirm the screen is trembling. I just... Like what can you like? I think we've been new, like we knew that we were getting jiara, but Alex, we're like getting jiara.
It's okay.
What the fuck?
If we start talking about this, we're going to go off of a bridge. So I think the way that we just go through these stills is we put them all on a dock in a random order. I don't know how this happened, and the jiara one is last. So
we'll get there when we get there. I'd also just like to apologize in advance. I'm not about to have a single thoughtful thought. We know that we make this podcast for the group chat. The group chat, you've had so many thoughtful conversations about this. I'm thinking about Sarah, thinking about Soph, Lara, Raina, Jordan. You've all contributed, Annie. You've all contributed such excellence and such thoughtfulness. And I'd just like to warn you that this is not any of that.
You are so smart. Mia and I, here at HMS Pod, we're so dumb.
So if you're coming for, thoughtful speculation, you're in the wrong place. Go and scroll up to Spec and BTS, and, just look at all the messages in there. You'll have a great time. For now, you'll just sort of hear Alex and I descending into a panic attack, caught on camera for about 30 minutes.
Live on camera, not clickbait.
Me and Alex, seizure, question mark?
Not clickbait, live on camera. Well, that's gonna be the pod title. Okay, so diving right into these. Again, I put these in a random order. I apologize to everyone, but honestly, I think behind the jiara still, these two that I put in first are the most interesting. It shows, so I guess we could just probably combine them, but Kiara is in a beautiful dress that she looks
so hot.
Descending the stairs of this like mansion that looks to be a maid, and then she's like sitting in the room with this guy, a very nicely dressed gentleman who is holding, I guess, a knife, like an antique.
Yeah, it looks like a knife.
Well, and if you look on the piano, there looks like there's other antiques. There's like a necklace in a box. It looks like he brought the knife out of this like glass casing, so maybe he's a collector of some sort. And this all really, from what we've been seeing in the group chat, seems like it ties into like Kiara being taken. And allegedly, these stills are in episode 1. So
this is very interesting because this also links to the potential of, you know, the Rafe Kiara, where they're both in fancy dress party. Like this could potentially, I'm assuming this has something to do with that, because I don't believe this is the same red dress, but it would, you know, Kiara is in a fancy place. She is allegedly, as you know, we are assuming she's been kidnapped somewhere and now put in a situation for Rafe. So now I'm like, ooh, you know, questions are being raised.
Is it not the same red dress?
It might be. I actually can't remember. I'm gonna have I'll attempt to have a look for it, but there's a lot of messages that have gone on. Yes, okay, potentially. Okay, this is us putting into the universe that we are pretty sure that there is a still of Kiara at the party with Rafe, and she may be wearing the same red dress. If not, then oops.
Then this is really embarrassing for us.
Yeah. We should not be hosting this podcast.
Anyways, may or may not be the same red dress that we see that she got taken with Rafe, which we think anyways. But the fact that this one said it was in episode 1 really surprised me. And I was talking to Annie last night. She brought up this theory, which I am all for. Me. I would love to hear your opinion. Imagine this being the opening of season 3. And we're like, why the fuck is Key in this mansion? Why is she dressed up? And then 1 week earlier. And it's like, then
yes. Because I was going to say, because I was like, because I mean, we assume that they're probably not on the island for very long in terms of, you know, because Outer Banks, there's one thing Outer Banks can do excellently well. Yeah, no, they really all that, like, you know, optimization of time. They're like, let's speed through this. So I was like, this is very fast going from them standing on an island to Kiara looking this good. I was like, wow, that is like, what is happening in this 150-minute episode? But that would actually be so interesting. Almost like
But it's also interesting because her hair still looks pretty disheveled in.
Yeah.
And she still has all the bracelets on, all the necklaces.
Yeah, that's my thing. Because I think I can't remember who it was, but someone did point out that she's wearing the Pogue friendship bracelet, and which makes me unwell. Which she's wearing something of importance on her wrist. But we'll talk about that later. But yeah, she's still wearing, like, the necklaces feel very, you know, like she definitely looks like, you know, I'm not making any sense because my brain is actually fried because I just can't. Look at these pictures for too long actually gives me psychic damage. Like, I think the longer I look at them, I think I just sort of,
like your Pokemon.
Yeah, literally, I think I just sort of, my brain sort of withers the longer I look at these pictures. But that I'm actually I'm very much in favor of that because I think that would make a lot of sense. I think that would also be very intriguing because it's like, how do we get here? Also, would you think that this is almost like her Pope season 2 but season 3 arc? You know what I mean?
Correct.
And how Pope has, yeah.
I think these stills, maybe I'm biased, but kind of confirmed in my head that this is a very season.
Which I am so ready for.
Oh, the trailer's going to tell us even more. Oh my god.
Actually,
anyways.
Oh my god. This is how we are over still.
Stop. We have to do a shot-by-shot trailer rundown, remember?
Yeah, we will. Everyone stay tuned for a 5-hour trailer breakdown.
So excited. Well, breakdown over trailer breakdown.
Literally.
So anyway, okay, this guy, through my manic IMDb updates, I think his name is Carlos, is the person that I can most definitively be like, okay, yeah, that kind of looks like it could be him. I have no idea what the fuck he would want with Key. And apparently Rafe.
Or like why he's a collector, why she's in this nice red dress. If we're assuming that this is maybe fresh of her being rescued, like how she's ended up here. Like,
because here's the thing, then when does she, well, I guess she'd put on the pajama outfit after this, because the hug happens in episode 3 is what we're thinking.
okay, first of all, can you believe the separation, the jar separation, and then come together? It's going to be so delicious. Actually, although the fact that
honestly, the whole like plot that we're thinking is going to happen of Key being taken is so confusing to me, because I guess, okay, here's the thing. It looks like if they're going to get off of the island somehow, my guess is the cruise ship, and then they have to find a plane at some point. It looks like they crash in Barbados. I think that's when she's going to get taken.
Yeah.
Because she still has her Poglandia fit on.
And
that would be a really good 1 week earlier, you know?
Yeah, that'll be, I really, really hope they do that, actually, because that would make a lot of sense. They would mean, first of all, you know, ask a lot of questions, be like, oh, what's going on? But also, I think just because the jump from Poglandia to this in one episode, I'm like, oh, thanks. You know, like, we love pacing ourselves.
Which we say that, but also last season we were like, oh my gosh, we want like 3 episodes of Poe grieving. Like they need to work through the fact that they lost their best friend. It's kind of their own fault, blah, blah, blah. Like, oh, they're going to find out here. And then they literally found out they were alive within the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, literally 15 minutes in, they were like, oh no, Jumpy and Sarah are alive. Cute.
Yeah.
I've got nothing to add. I've nothing intelligent to say at all, except I'm literally like, I think this is now like a year, coming up on like a year and a half on Nerdbanks content. So we are like in a drought. We are droughting. But just looking at these stills just makes me I'm just so fucking excited for it. Like yeah, because I just, you know, I think because like a year and a half, you know, sometimes you can forget like how much you actually enjoy Outer Banks, but like rewatching the show for this podcast and now seeing all these stills and just thinking, like speculating about what the plot's going to be, I'm just so excited for what's going to happen. Like it's so exciting.
So sweet.
I can't believe we're getting them back. I know, that's crazy. I can't believe I'm like actually a big fan of the show that I'm making a whole podcast about. That's crazy. But no, I'm very excited, and I can't wait to see what's happening.
Because I think she's going to be taken. Oh, we already talked about this, but are you a plane or a gate girly? Honestly, her being taken like this, and from a still we'll see in a little bit, and then the other still we'll see in a little bit. I feel like the plane scene is going to have massive jiara overtones.
Oh my god! Don't even say that to me. Don't even say that to me. What the hell? Don't even say that to me.
I'm saying it to you, Mia.
What the fuck?
Are you a plain girly or a gate girly?
I'm a both. I'm a neither. Get me the fuck out of here. Get me. I want to leave.
Someone save me. Someone take me out with the sniper rifle.
Someone literally sedate me. I'm probably a plain girly. I'm not gonna lie. I think if I had to have a push, if I had to add a push, but
I think the plane is going to serve us what the sewer should have, but
100%.
Oh no, I was gonna say from the opposite side, but that's not even true.
No, and then the gate's gonna serve us what we thought the car would serve us.
They're making up for it.
That is so true.
So I'm just confused about these, but
a bit confused. I'm intrigued.
I guess they're still in Barbados. I mean, I can't imagine that they would have gotten Kiara any further than like where the Pogues would be able to run on feet, as opposed to go. Anything else to go and get her. So I don't know. I'm so excited for the Key being kidnapped plotline. I guess it's not
gonna actually eat. I'm so excited. And so
we're gonna.
I'm gonna be like Oliver Twisting, like, please sir, can I have some more? Please sir. Me seeing Madison Bailey in that dress. Please sir, can I have some more?
She is so hot.
Obligatory Madison Bailey is so hot comment. She's just like Madison Bailey.
You heard it here first. Madison Bailey, kind of hot.
Novel concept.
So Mia, would you like to describe the next still then, please?
I would love to. So this is a still, I believe, is this one the one from episode 10? Or did I completely make that up? It is from episode 10. It's a shot of Zombie and Sarah looking like they're still on the island, or at least they're in like a cave of sorts. They both look very disheveled and very damp, which I'm realizing now is just customary of Zombie and Sarah. If there's one thing that Sarah and Zombie are going to be, it's unshowered.
They're so grubby.
They're very grubby. I think Zombie is holding a backpack, Sarah's holding a knife, and they're both looking in shock, dismay. surprise at something off screen. Now, I think it's because this does look a little bit like it's on the island, but they are not in. They are wearing clothes, like non-island clothes. So that's why. So I think they're just maybe they're on another island. Maybe this is like, you know how there's like a second treasure in season 2. Maybe there's like a second island in season 4.
Like in the Wilds season. Yeah.
R.I.P. the world. But yeah, I mean, Sarah's holding. Is this? No, that's not the same knife, is it? No, it's not the same knife.
No, it's not.
But Sarah's holding a knife, which I find very interesting, and does make me think, where are they that she's holding? Because this looks like a knife. Because this almost looks like a knife that you'd use for like foraging and stuff, which makes me just be a little bit like eyebrow raising. You know?
Well, what eyebrow raises me, one, is how disgusting they look. Or how did they get onto another island? Where are they? Yeah. How are we already back here? Yeah. Where they're presumed missing at sea because of shenanigans they've gotten into. Which I'm okay with. I like that plot line. The Pates can use it as much as they want. How did they get here? But then also, I do remember Bailey talking about how it was very difficult to film for Sarah this season because Sarah goes to, like, it was very dark.
Oh, a very dark place. Ooh. Knowing the Outer Banks, it's going to be like as in physically dark. But like, this is, if she's at the point where she's like holding a knife, like looking like she's been dragged backwards through a sewer, I'm like, Miss Girl, I'm here. I
kind of think either Sarah's going to kill someone. Presumably.
And I kind of want that. Like, not like we were talking. I think just because I've just finished editing the latest episode of HMS Pod, where we were talking about like how Sarah and Kiara, but especially Sarah, kind of deserve to like punch someone in the face. I'm like, I would pay a lot of money to see Sarah kill someone. I'm sorry, like maybe that's sick and twisted.
But I don't know if that would be what Bailey's talking about. Like,
that is true. I think that feels like a lot.
Either she kills someone or Sarah goes to like a very mentally dark place. That was hard for Bailey, or not Bailey, Klein.
Maybe do her on her Spencer Hastings arc.
Why did we talk about Pretty Little Liars? We talked about Pretty Little Liars in the episode I'm editing right now.
Yeah, we just talk about nothing but Pretty Little Liars and Teen Wolf. That's pretty much all we talk about. Every single episode, it's like, oh my gosh,
there aren't any other shows.
Yeah, we're just we're referencing wider cultural context. Yeah, I mean, I think just the fact that she's holding this knife at all makes me think that it's definitely this has something to do with her descent. Just ready to see Sarah spiral. Like, I just want Sarah to spiral.
As if she hasn't already?
I want her to spiral more.
I think they're going to continue to kick Sarah's ass this season. They're going to kick Kiara's ass this season.
I really hope
so. And I kind of think they're going to kick JJ's ass. Maybe they'll give him a break. But anyways, why are they in this cave? Where are we going, boys? John B has a knife, too.
Does he?
I wonder if the knives have some, like, Anyways, I'm not going to talk about the knives. It's not important. I think Sarah's going to spiral this season. So the next still is Buzz Cut Rafe. Buzz Cut Season with Ward, who looks...
Why does Ward actually look like...
very gilfy right now. More gilfy.
No, he looks... he looks like granddad. Like, why does Ward actually look 70 years old?
He looks
like... he's like
this kind of a reaction picture. He looks so dead.
This was me.
Okay, that's fine, I guess.
This was me at the cafe when I opened up the thing. I'm Ward at this moment. I aged visibly like 70 years. I'm holding a cane. I'm wearing a cardigan.
That's correct. And he has like a bottle of pills with like a half empty glass of water next to him. And he has a cane. It's actually, the longer I look at this picture, the funnier it gets.
This is the new reaction picture. This is like, yeah.
I'm gonna use that. Use it. Oh my god. Rafe looks, I don't know. I don't really care. Rafe's not making me laugh right now. I'm bored.
No. It's just Ward.
Like they're in Barbados again, but I thought they were taking a little trippy to France.
This doesn't look like France.
Rafe kind of looks like, what the fuck? So I kind of have a feeling it's going to be Ward being like, I give up. I can't do it anymore. And Rafe's like, I will be so much worse than both of us combined, I guess. So
he's like, don't worry, Daddykins. I've got a psychopath in me for the both of us.
I will be
don't worry, Papa.
Unhinged. I've decided. We're getting closer with every picture.
I actually can't. No, stop. Don't say that.
Okay.
Don't say that to me.
Pull it together.
Next scene. Next still. Next scene. So this is all of our favourite pogues, minus Kiara. They're lying in grass somewhere. I definitely think this is off island, I think. Do you think this isn't on the island?
It's hard to tell. I'm gonna say off island if they crashed that plane and Key got taken.
I'm just saying off island just because Pope looks very well showered.
That
also means nothing.
The tall grass looks similar to what they've run through.
I'm
This is episode 3, right? I can't remember.
So this would actually make sense if this is plane crash episode or like plane crash adjacent.
I don't know.
I've got absolutely no intelligent thoughts to show here.
I don't know. I kind of think I'm thinking after plane crash. But there's also like that, the scene in the teaser of them running through the grassy field.
Oh, that's true.
Incredibly similar.
Okay, maybe this is that then.
Here we are.
This episode is actually so nonsensical, but it's great.
What episode is this? I think
this is episode 3, right? Yeah, I'm gonna say this off island.
Irregardless, JJ specifically looks furious right now.
Does.
Very feral, and we are back to my plain girly, because I think that being a plain girly just kind of automatically equates to being a Kiara getting kidnapped girly.
That's so true.
And one thing about me, I love some angst. So
being a plain girly just means you have superior taste. Like, that's just kind of it.
Yeah. Also, with this scene, JJ is next to Sarah, and then it's Cleo, then John B, then Pope. And this has been pointed out to me that this is definitely off island after they've been rescued, because they all kind of have like some of their island clothes, and then it looks like they've been given some, or they've raided something, because Pope has like a shirt that literally says Barbados in it. So
good catch.
Oh, I didn't catch that. That was Jordan. Thank you,
Jordan.
Jordan.
And thank you, Alex, for plagiarizing.
But you cannot tell me what a missed opportunity this would be if Sarah doesn't turn her head to look at JJ and somehow clock his reaction to like how determined he is to get Kiara back.
No, don't say that to me. Don't say that to me. It's not funny.
Am I wrong?
Oh my God.
Campbank sibling supremacy?
Literally not Campbank sibling supremacy, ex Jiara.
I want JJ to talk to Sarah so bad about his feelings. I don't want it to be John B. Talk to Sarah.
No.
And he just
we deserve some comeback. That's all we deserve.
But I just can't get over the rest of their faces. Like, okay, Pope kind of looks confused. John B, Cleo look like maybe they're talking. They seem like maybe they're the ones that are going back and forth trying to figure something out. Sarah does look concerned. JJ looks so determined, pissed.
He looks angry. Yes,
if you're unversed, I know we keep talking about plane. It looks like there was some behind the scenes that we all put our tinfoil hats on and tried to decipher what they were all shouting. But it seems like
I remember that discussion.
Yes, it seems like all the Pogues were involved in a very small like plane crash in the water, and they all get out except Kiara goes back for something.
Ooh.
And we can't tell, but she goes back into the plane to get something, and everyone's shouting like, "We have to go, Key! We have to go, Key!" And then JJ's screaming in that scene.
Don't even.
Cannot tell what. There was a lot of different theories. To me, it sounded like we have to abort Key. Like, we have to, like, get out of here. But I feel like this is them, like, trying to roll up on the place where they're holding Kiara, maybe?
Ooh, yes. Like, this almost gives me vibes of, in the end of season 1, where they're, like, rolling up on the runway and seeing through the fence of the plane with all the gold in it. This is giving me, like, that vibe. But, like, so much better because the jiara implications are phenomenal. Oh, my God, this is, like, almost like a jiara/Jiara B parallel, because before it was like the Pogues watching Sarah get taken away, and now this time it's like the Pogues watching Kiara get taken away.
Absolutely, it is. JJ is going to lose his mind. I really believe that. Like, even the clips from like the trailer or the teaser or whatever, where it's all of the Pogues minus Kiara, there's only a few. JJ's always out front, like leading the way almost. I think he's gonna lose his mind. I'm so ready for it.
I'm actually not. Like, I'm actually gonna be like physically ill. Like, I'm gonna throw up all over my computer.
I love a feral plotline. Okay, I love losing my mind because I think you're hurt plotline.
No, okay, but like, don't even think about like Kiara going back for the plane, and then like John B having to like hold JJ back from like going after her. Like, don't even think about that.
And then JJ raging and being like, I could have saved her. like we just let her go or whatever, and they're like, you know, because he's not rational. I literally can't talk about it.
No, I'm actually no. Stop. And we've got 2 more pictures left. No, we've got 3 more pictures left.
Oh my god!
Actually,
I cannot look at it. I can't look.
No, I actually can't. Like, it actually makes me like nauseous. Like, actually looking
Mm-hmm.
at it, like it's like, what's it, like elephant's foot, where you look at it and then it kills you immediately. Like, that's the kind of level of radiation I'm talking about here.
But speaking of feral JJ, it looks like the very next scene, cheering with his little Poglandia flag that we
Mhm.
saw him putting up in the teaser.
Yes, very exciting. So yeah, this is JJ swinging from a tree like a monkey, cheering with the Poglandia flag flapping in the background. I mean, I like, I'm just so excited to see like island shenanigans. Like, things I know realistically it's probably gonna be maybe a 5-minute montage, not a 3-minute montage. And
Oh,
that's
don't
going to
even
probably
say the
be
word if Poglandia is told in montages, I'm gonna burn down Netflix studios. I'm kidding, Pates. I'm joking. Give me season 4.
it's not a joke for me. I will storm the building.
Oh, okay. Well,
Guns ablaze.
just kidding. It was a real threat.
Yeah. No, I'm very excited for this. I think also because like I remember like there was that one BTS picture that was like them with like a bunch of like little knives and forks that they'd like carved from like wood and stuff, and like little like plates that they'd made from like, and that is so, I just so
You're gonna
charming to me.
put in
Like,
that
I
much
would,
effort for a montage?
come on, that's what I'm clowning over. I'm like, they wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? Outer Banks getting props wrong, dates on props wrong. They wouldn't do that to me. They wouldn't spend probably hours crafting knives and forks to use them in a 3-minute montage. I think like I would happily take a whole season of just like Poglandia shenanigans. Like, I would. And I'm so excited. Like, it's gonna
Well, this is
serve so much
also
realness.
this is the scene that from the teaser, Key is like walking up to the tree
Yes.
as he's hanging
Hmm.
it. So I guess that's who he's cheering to. Do you think she's gonna be freaking out about him being up high at this point, or do you think they're gonna save that for the cliff jump?
I think they're gonna say that's the cliff jump. Yeah, because we obviously know that something goes wrong on the island. Like there's something happening. I'm just thinking of that really good Raina fic where I believe it was JJ like got injured and they were like trying to, or like Pope got injured and they were like trying to figure out like how to rescue him, and they all got into a huge fight over it. And I'm just like, the angst potential of something like that would
Yes.
serve, where they all get
Well,
into a fight
and
about something like that.
on IMDb, they have the description under that episode is as resources on the island dwindle, the Pogues weigh their options. I think that's probably going to be tied to them trying to fish, and realizing that they're not catching anything. Jiara, hello. Maybe honestly, it could be Key going up to him being like, "Hey, we got to go fishing," and then
Mm.
lead it to that scene. You know what I mean? I just love that he's happy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know
just
that
saying.
this is going to be this is probably going to be the 3-minute happy montage before the like 20-minute like conflict, and I'm just so excited. Like, just looking at these stills makes me so excited. I'm just, Ash Banks, I love you.
Love you, Outer Banks.
I love you, Ash
Okay,
Banks.
Mia, would you like to explain?
So this next one, very exciting. This is Pope and Cleo on a boat. Pope is sitting down, smiling like a little loon. I believe he's wearing the green Barbados shirt from the Lying in the Grass still. And Cleo is leaning over to him, wearing her cool little knife sachet, and they're both smiling at each other like little losers. Cleo is like surreal. Like, I mean, we've been new, but like I'm so excited. Like, I actually can't wait.
I would be here for it, absolutely. I know we've talked about it
Mhm.
before, but like
Yeah,
they're very
like
juicy.
if we can't get gay Pope, this feels like a very, like, I'm very happy with this as like in place of gay Pope. It's
And
just,
she's
I
like
like,
kind of smiling too.
yeah, like, sorry, like Miss Garbos Cleo, who like literally put knives at everyone, like grinning at Pope like that. Come on.
I know, okay, I still have so much love for the OG4. Obviously, I love OG4 Poke content. I do love the addition of Cleo. I know
Me
that
too.
she gave like a quote after season 2 about how like she's a very interesting character because we know nothing about her. Like,
Mm.
what in her past could come back to bite the Pogues in the ass? Like, what is she running from? Because we don't know anything about her. They just kind of let her in. And I
Yeah.
am so excited,
Hmm.
so excited to see her dynamic with each of them.
Because I can imagine maybe like, especially with like some of the newer, like I can imagine her and maybe Kiara, like maybe not getting on super well at first, maybe like her and JJ not getting on super well at first. And then there's kind of like this big parallel where there's like maybe they don't get on, and then like at the end of the season, maybe when her past comes up to bite them, suddenly they're like so defensive of her because they've grown to love her across the course of the season. And I'm so ready for it.
It looks like it's gonna be a little teasy relationship. It looks like they're on the boat where we have the jiara hug.
Yes. Oh, that's true. This isn't the same. No, because jiara hug is like episode. No, it is episode 3.
We're thinking it's 3.
Yeah. So in that case, this is very plausibly. Oh my god! In that case, sorry, I didn't even put together the things. But JJ looking that worried and like concerned in the grass, and then can you imagine how much sexier that's going to make that reunion hug then later this episode?
How sexy is gonna make what?
The reunion hug
did you say
later.
The hug?
What do you think I said the fuck?
I don't know. I just remembered we're getting it.
I actually can't even. Because I think this whole redacted situation that's happened in the last 12 hours has actually made me forget the amount of jiara we've already been served. Like the fact that we're getting jiara hug. Like I completely forgot about that. But we're getting jiara hug. We're getting redacted. We're getting probably jiara socket mate excellence ocean kiss.
It's the way that.
I actually can't.
Okay. Anyway, let's just talk about it. So this.
I mean, we got one more.
Oh wait,
we got one more
there's
still left.
one more still. I'm gonna Kermit.
This still is very important to me because it features maybe everything I love about John B, which is A, ugly pattern shirt, B, ugly pattern shirt being buttoned with one button, C, nipple, D, neck scarf, E, windswept hair.
It is John B at the top of his game. Oh, okay. I scrolled down too far.
No, don't. Why would you say that? No, stop. We're trying this. We can't see it. It doesn't exist. Alex, stop. It's actually.
But I agree. This is John B at his peak. It is everything about John B that we do.
We didn't even describe the picture. The picture is John B, Sarah, and Cleo on the island. I don't know what episodes. I'm assuming this is one of the early episodes because it looks like this is maybe them being rescued. Because John B looks very relieved. Cleo is cheering with her arms up. Sarah looks concerned / confused.
It looks like JJ's in the back. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it looks like JJ's in the background. All I can really focus on is the fact that this is John B at maybe his finest. And I actually just can't think about like I'm just thinking of the next picture. Like I actually just like can't. There's like no coherent thoughts I can give about this still. This is a cute picture. They're being rescued.
The only thing I can think of with this picture is I guess maybe this might be where they found the plane. Or something of the sort because it kind of looks like Sarah's not. Maybe she's just like, what the fuck is that? Or like, how are we going to fly that? And Cleo's like, I can fly it. I know she will be able to.
Oh, yeah. We know that Cleo's going to be the biggest, like, plot hole fixer of all time because we know nothing about her. Therefore, she can be anything that the Pates need her to be.
Oh,
if she needs to be able to fly a plane.
Their dream.
Yeah, if she needs to be able to fly a plane, she can fly a plane. If she needs to be able to, like, probably, like, this is my prediction now. One of them gets hurt, she's going to be the one to be like, oh, yeah, I had, like, of course I can patch people up. I, like, served a term in the army. Because of course you did. You know what I mean? Like, that's going to be my prediction.
Okay, anyway, cute picture.
Very cute picture.
Moving on to, oh my
god. Oh my god. Like, even just actually can't even, like, it almost feels, like, offensive. Like, it actually, like, they are so close. They're actually, Alex, what the fuck? They actually can't, like, it actually feels too intimate. Like, I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to look at this picture.
Yeah,
this needs to be, like, with, like, an NSFW warning.
Oh my god, the way they're
looking at each other, actually.
At her lips.
No, I actually, stop. I actually can't do this. Actually, no, I actually can't.
Okay,
like,
so...
I feel like we need to go from top to bottom.
The jiara still.
Also, I'm sorry, like, height difference as well.
I
think
can't look at this too long. It's like staring at the sun.
I know. Actually, like, I actually, like, I feel like I shouldn't be looking at this. Like, I feel like this isn't allowed.
Oh, my ears are fucking ringing right now.
Okay, I'm just gonna go maybe from top to bottom because I feel like, that's all I can do because I've zoomed in so far that I can't see the full thing because I feel like if I look at this too long, it will kill me. Like on impact, like an asteroid. We'll go from the top. Oh no, actually, I'm gonna have to go from the bottom up because the top, I looked at their faces and I actually started tearing up. All right. Okay, from the bottom.
Okay, so Kiara looks concerned here. JJ looks like he's trying to calm down. I don't think he looks that sad. I think he looks more like he's just so. I can't fucking speak.
He looks like he's literally about to go in for a kiss. I actually
he looks like he's so focused on I want to kiss you right now that he isn't. He doesn't look upset to me.
No, he definitely doesn't look like. He looks like thoughtful. You know, like he looks like pensive.
He's thinking, all right.
He's thinking thoughts. There are thoughts in his head. He is full of
And
thoughts.
the thing that is so hard to process about this fucking picture is he is touching
No, stop.
her matching friendship bracelet.
Why would you say that to me? Why? I actually like. It's just zoomed in on my computer now, and I just.
And it's the way that they intentionally put his bracelet on the hand that we would see reaching
Oh
out.
my god. No, stop! I didn't realize that. I'm actually gonna be sick.
I'm gonna vomit. One thing about me,
This is
I'm gonna
so.
throw up.
This is literally so fucking intimate. Like
They're so close.
Like, what
How
reason are they so close?
are they at this like point in their relationship? And this is episode 4.
No, generally, I've said this, but if this is episode 4, what the hell is episode 10?
Because you realize they have to have the gate scene, right? Between now and then. They have to have a fight. Presumably JJ goes to talk to Mike at some point.
Paige, I swear to fucking God, if you end this season on a jiara cliffhanger, I will never, ever, you'll never know peace. I will drop from your ceiling like a ninja and slit your throat.
I will die just so I can haunt your asses. Okay, here's my theory about the scene because I feel like that's all we can really do. I guess this is episode 4. They're back in the banks, presumably recently. Very recently returned. So Key, I'm sure her parents are less than excited. Probably has a big falling out. It looks like this is at the chateau. JJ's
I was going to say, this looks, I think that you can see the marshes in the background of a little bit chateau-esque.
Yes. Or JJ's house.
Ooh, that could be. I think especially actually now you said that because I can't remember who pointed out, but someone pointed like it does look like they're like almost like assembling an engine in the background. So this would actually make sense if this was at potentially JJ's house.
I would just see what JJ's house looks like, but she goes to find someone, finds JJ, is ranting about it. The way that he's touching the bracelet makes me think he's like referencing it. Like this is what he's like pointing to.
No, Alex, stop talking. Stop talking.
You know, like whatever happens if you get sent away, like you always have us. And he like touches the bracelet, and then when he's that close, he's like, "You always have me, Kiara."
What is like I've actually got tears in my eyes.
Hyperventilate on the pod, please.
No, but I need to have a seizure on. I'm actually about to like.
Alex,
I'm about to start aspirating at this table.
Just let me talk through it.
I'm literally about to start aspirating.
Don't. If you start aspirating, I'm hanging up this phone call.
Good. That's what I want. I actually. Why the?
Jordan is the one that pointed this out to me. It looks like Kiara found him because his bike is there, whatever. There's a can of like WD-40 on the table, but there's also some like beer cans. Can you imagine if this is happening because he's been drinking?
Oh my god, stop. Not him like almost hiding out from the Poe. So Kiara trying to like coming to find him. And it's like
and him even like inhibitions being lowered so he like makes a move.
Stop. Oh my god, what if this is my insane theory, and I don't think this is true, but what if this is like she's gone to this huge fight with their parents because they're like, we're sending you away, and she's like, right, I've got only a few days left, and this is like Ajay's sort of been avoiding her for like all the time that she's about to leave, and she's like, hey, what's going on? You're my best friend, why are you avoiding me? So she like goes to his house to like try and find him, and it's like the last time they like are seeing each other before she like gets on a plane to like leave, and then and he's drinking, his inhibitions are lower. He's like, I didn't want to, like I knew it would hurt too bad. What's your stupid fucking song? What was the fucking song that you sent me? That was like
House in Nebraska?
No, literally, there's that one lyric that actually killed me. Where is it? It's like, and it hurts.
The bottles make it worse.
Literally, it's like,
it hurts to miss you, and the bottles make it worse.
Like what? And then the whole thing where she's like, he's like, he's like, we'll come for you. We'll come for you. It's fine. We'll find you. And they like,
I'll find you. I'll find you. And then look at this scene. They're about to get walked up on too.
Oh, 100%. Who would walk? What are you thinking?
Sarah or Pope.
I was gonna say, I don't think it would be. John B feels Pope. I think it would be. This would be a nice moment if it was Pope, because this would almost feel like the passing of the torch sounds absolutely horrendous. But it almost feels like this feels like an acknowledgement of Pope being like, this is like acknowledgement that this is happening.
Yeah, and like I think Jordan told me that, and honestly, like we don't support underage drinking here on HMS Pod, but I would love for JJ to be like drunk in this scene, and he's like his inhibitions are lowered, because then they could play it off later. And she's like, I know he was drinking.
No, why would you say that?
Because
And
then
then this. Oh my
what if
god!
this is
And
what
then
prompts him to go talk to
Mike.
Mike?
Oh my god! Not the like last ditch plea for her to stay.
Please, if I hear him say the word please to the Carreras in reference to keeping Kiara there,
I'm gonna vomit.
I'm gonna throw up.
Oh my god! Not okay. This is literally again insane spiraling. But it because obviously we know that the gate scene happens after this, so maybe like his pleading actually works and she doesn't because we're assuming she doesn't go. But what if like she doesn't know that he was the one who did that? So like he's like maybe she like ditched him something and he's like, you didn't even come to my fucking birthday party when I'm the reason you stayed. You know, I'm the one who went to your parents
I
and
need you to
begged.
shut.
Like what then, Alex? Actually, what then? Like what then? I kill myself. That's
I
what
think it's
happens.
either that or I think another like big theory in the chat. I really think it's about her parents. That I'm like hitching my wagon to that. I really think it's her being upset about her parents. But I've also seen people in the chat being like, what if it's about their first time alone together since the hug? And they haven't gotten it's like an I almost lost you kind of deal.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, no, not even. Actually, can't even. Like, I have to actually scroll up. I can't look at that picture anymore because I'm actually gonna be ill. But no, actually, no. Alex, stop talking. Like that is actually too much for me to deal with.
If he's been drinking, oh my god! If this is what prompts him to go to speak to Mike,
Like, not the touching her to like reassure her himself that she's still alive. Like, actually,
why would you?
like, actually not. Because no, I'm not even joking. Like, that's the only place they're touching. Like, he's touching her friendship bracelet.
And like,
And
I think it just sends me because for the last few seasons, like we knew as like not locals that like we spotted the friendship bracelets, but I think we always kind of assumed and talked about them as if it was something that Emmy just did for like the cast, you know, not necessarily like a poke thing. It's like this little nod to the cast and how they're all friends and stuff. Unless it's like, and now the fact that they're actually like acknowledging them.
This feels like a present to us. Like, it feels like a little kiss being like, we see you, we hear you, we love you. And to that I say, Emmy, have my firstborn. You know?
What are they fucking talking about? I want to know so bad.
Actually, I can't. Like, February 23rd, like, sorry. Like, where are you?
Well, and there's a trailer, Mia. We have a trailer coming out between
don't even
now
say that
and
to me. Don't even say that to me. Don't even say that to me. There's not a trailer. There's no more content. This is it. This is it. Like, Alex, what am I meant to do? What?
how is this if they release this in stills and they have the hug and the teaser? What's going in the trailer? It's also it's also the way that the tagline for the show that they posted, the official tagline is nothing to lose. It's right there. It's right there, Paige. If you have nothing to lose, and then right there you can make it a jiara quote about everything to lose.
I feel like I need to start speaking like Finnish. Yeah, no, they've been. No, this is what I'm saying. They trawled AO3. They found Annie's around the world, and they're like, right, we'll give a little shout out to you. We love you, Annie. This time, they're like, no, the rest of you, we see you, we hear you. This is for you. Jonas Pate is on AO3, JR AO3, confirmed.
Do you ever think about how they're gonna reference the surf trip?
What if this stop? Oh, okay. What if this is like the last time they see each other before they go away, and he like touched that, and he's like, "We'll always have surf trip."
No, literally, if you look at me right now, Mia, I'm going to kill you.
I actually like this.
Wow. Well, are you kind of afraid that they're gonna do it too quickly?
Yes.
Because I am as well.
This is the most important thing that's happened to me all year. And I know that we're on day, at the time we're filming this is the 5th of January. So I've had 5 days of my year. But this may be the most important thing that's happened to me in about the last decade. And I've been burned before, Paige, and I hesitate of pinning too many of my hopes to this. But also, it's too late for that because my hopes are pinned. I've stapled myself.
I also don't know if we said this, but this is in episode 4, aka Maddie Bailey's favorite episode. So Maddie Bailey, Jiara confirmed. The closet was glass, but like we didn't. Maddie Bailey, Jiara confirmed, but also
she really said this is for you.
The fact that this is the episode where young pokes have been cast for. If
No,
he
oh my
touches
God.
that bracelet and there's a flashback immediately, I'm gonna.
I will not be held responsible for what happens bodily to me if that happens. You know? Like, if I sprout wings, or maybe a horn, you know? Like, you can't, no one can say a word.
No one say anything about Mia's wings.
Like, if all my hair drops out, and then I grow an eyeball in the middle of my forehead, no one can say anything.
Arm. Keep your mouth
This generally
shut.
feels like, this is my Hiroshima. Like, this is like my,
I am
you
being
know?
radiated right now.
I'm growing a third arm. Like, that's just what's happening.
You've
Like,
heard
this
of
is dangerous.
Chernobyl. Now get ready for
Yeah.
Outer Banks season 3. There's no. Let me try to finish a sentence. I was having this problem yesterday, and many people pointed it out. I didn't speak a full sentence in the chat all day. They were broken English. And if this is in episode 4 where we're getting these flashbacks, you cannot tell me with this level of Jiara diving headfirst into it, they're not going to have baby Jiara. Because that is how they pull this off. That's how they convince everyone that it's been JJ the whole time, is if it's been JJ the whole time. Like, if they confirm that JJ's loved her since they were kids.
No, don't actually say that to me.
This plot
No,
is so great, and I'm so glad everyone's tuning in right now.
No, I'm actually like generally if we get young, I mean, first of all, if we get young Poe's flashback at all, I'm kidding myself. But like in a good way, like kidding myself positive. If we get young Poe's flashbacks with like establishing Jiara, and it's like it's always been Kiara,
If anyone does anything adjacent to that, I'm gonna jump off a building. For real.
For real, like that's not clickbait. Me and Alex will do a HMS Pod live stream. It'll be the last HMS Pod episode, and it's us jumping off the Golden Gate.
Yeah, where we fly to California, make a fun little travel vlog. Oh,
what?
I just checked IMDb.
Oh no.
And they uploaded the Pope and Cleo still to episode 2, the Rafe and Ward still to episode 3, and the cover for episode 4 is in fact Jiara touching hands.
They knew. IMDb really said we are Jiara warriors.
If a fan did that. I don't care. If you did,
no.
Thank you for your service. Anyway, sorry, that just caught me off guard. I was just checking to see if they added any more baby pogues, but it looks as if they have not. But anyway, if we get that's how they do it. That's how they get around the whole like, oh, shoot a thing with Pope, shoot a thing with John B. What's different and blah. If they confirm that JJ has always felt this way about her.
Anyway, thanks for tuning in for HMS Pod episode. Things we're planning, and I am painting my face white at the moment. But like this isn't implausible. This isn't implausible. Like this is like a thing that could happen. This is within the realm of possibility. And that's maybe what
what the fuck happens? There's 6 episodes after that.
This is what I'm talking about. It's like Outer Banks, like they really said in the show about treasure hunting, they're going to find the treasure in episode 3. The other 7 episodes, good luck. Hold on to your horses. This is like the equivalent. We've gotten our treasure, episode 3, and now we've already locked ourselves to a wagon, and now they're going to drive off a cliff. And I'm here for it, and I can't wait. You know?
You're so sorry that this episode has been.
This episode's been nonsense.
So insanely incoherent.
There's been nothing of value in this episode that's happened, except this also has been. You've seen me and Alex, I think, our souls leave and then also ascend to heaven and then come back down with new knowledge of life.
I'm so numb right now. I've seen your
I can't feel anything, you know? Like I just, you know, I think I've already sprouted wings, but I couldn't be able to tell because I just have lost all feeling in my spine. I think I'm paralyzed from the waist down.
My ears are still ringing. And Jiara, okay, this will be my final thing that I say, but before this, I was kind of unsure if they'd full send Jiara or not this season. After seeing this still, I think they're going to kiss.
What am I meant to do with that information? Like, what am I meant to do?
And I just pray to the TV gods that they don't rush it.
That is like the no fear, one fear meme. That's all. I'm like, Pates, I trust you. Please don't make me regret that.
Because they paced it so well in season 2.
yeah, I'm just like, hold on to that momentum. Please don't rush this. That's all I'm asking for.
I can't
Like, the
believe.
thing is, I don't, maybe a hot take, I don't want them to kiss in episode 4. I want them to kiss, like, if I
No,
want to have, I want it to
no,
happen
no,
at the
no,
very
no,
end.
no. If they kiss in episode 4, I will genuinely be disappointed.
Like, I don't want that. But the thing is, I think this is like, this feels like the calm, like, not the calm before dawn, but this feels like before things start to go wrong for them. Like, this touch is so gentle, and like things are about to start breaking, and I'm ready.
That wording? Are you a writer or something? Perhaps.
Recreationally. Perhaps.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they still have to have like this giant blowout fight at the gate. I hope to God they don't officially get together this season. I don't know. That's how I'm feeling. And like, okay, I can be convinced. Like, I said that going into season 3 of Anne with an E. I was like, I do not want Sherbert to canon this season. And because I was like, I don't feel like it's time. And they convinced me. Like, by the end, I was like, yeah, like they are in love. And I fully buy that. So I think that they could convince me. Depending on how they play it out.
Pates. Don't let us down.
Yeah. Well, you know that I honestly, Annie made this point to me the other day. I think at this point, Bailey and Rudy would not let that happen. Like, I think that they both have been very clear in interviews before that Jiara can't be pushed. So they have the relationship with Jonas where they would be able to bring that up.
So.
And you know Rudy's gonna put his whole pink pussy into it. So.
The Bailey, the Pankussy and Bailey. I can't wait.
Bailey into it. Well, Mia, you got any more? What? Okay, for your final theory, then, what do you think this scene is?
I mean, I think it's what you said about JJ just being like, we thought we lost you, and I think is I didn't want to let myself down, but the confirmation that there are young Pogues this episode, I'm in my clown car, my head is in tinfoil, but I want to say there's gonna be a young Jiara flashback, and that's maybe not my theory, but that's my hope. So
my dream.
Alex, what about you?
I'm fully, like, when I think about it, I really think it's about her parents, and I really think it's him being like, you'll never lose this, and like touches her, like, we'll come for you.
Bracelet.
The same, him being like, we'll come for you the same way we did in Barbados. Like,
shut, stop talking. We're gonna end the call now. Okay, thanks everyone for tuning in.
Yeah, I don't have any further thoughts on that, but
good.
Thank you all for tuning into this emergency pod.
Stay fun, stay sexy.
Stay fun, stay sexy. So sorry it was incoherent. I guess this episode, stay fun, stay sexy, stay brain dead, because we didn't form a coherent thought the whole time.
No. I'm gonna go check myself into A&E now, because I think I've lost
ER for
an
you
organ.
Americans.
Anyway, love you all.
Stay
Ciao.
fun, stay sexy, stay
fun, stay
jiara.
sexy.
So